Good afternoon, folks. Here we are, Triton High School, Triton softball, Lady Vikes against Amesbury. Beautiful afternoon here. Late start to the game. Schools have been dealing with bus issues all season, but we're rolling, and we're in the top of the first here. Lady Vikes coming off a huge week last week. 13-1 on the season, ranked #1 in D3 state softball for Massachusetts. That's a ground ball foul. On the mound is Emma Penniman. She hit 100 strikeouts for the season in Friday's huge win for the Lady Vikes over North Reading, 3-0, taking a strong grip on the Cal Division. And there's a fly ball to left, and that's going to be in there. Leadoff batter with a sort of a blooper into left center. Excuse me, left field right over the third baseman's head. That puts the runner on the first. Instant pressure now for Amesbury on Vikings. We'll set the defense in just a second. Again, it shows bunt. Amesbury had the bunt on, playing some small ball right out of the gate. Put the bunt on, Haley was crashing, Ava covered first. Emma made a nice throw over there. Everybody doing what they're supposed to do. So there's one out, runner on second. And this is their third batter. I believe this is Izzy Lavassier, their top hitter. She's also their pitcher. Izzy having a strong year, has power to all fields. So we got Skylar Colburn behind the plate, Grace Romine at third, Kyla Story at short, just a bit outside. Ava Johnson at second, the freshman. Haley Harris, one of the captains, at first. Reagan Haley out and left, one of the other captains. Center field, the third captain, Izzy O'Donnell, and Mallory Johnson in right field. Vikings played about as clean a game as you could have against North Reading. Emma gave up only 2 hits, 2 infield hits, a bunt, and an infield single. One of the things about Emma is she throws a lot of strikes, always around the plate. A lot of movement on her pitches too. Again, 3-1 count. And that ball just seemed to drop. The bottom seemed to come on that one. Great pitch, 3-2. Warm day here. Wind is blowing out for once. Typically the wind blows in here, but today it's blowing out. And there's a pop-up. Izzy's got that one under. Oh, off her glove. Not sure what happened there. That's going to score a run. That's going to score a run. It was a kind of a routine fly ball to center. I don't know if the sun got in her eyes or what happened on that one. I thought it was in her glove, but that is an unearned run, and Amesbury goes up 1-0. Izzy on second on the era. Lately, the Vikings have been playing great defense, so that was not typical of the last several games, but tough to give up an unearned run in the first inning. So it's 1-0 Amesbury, 2-0 the count, 1 out. This is a non-league game. That's the other important fact about this game. And there's a pop-up. Who's got that? Somebody coming in. And Reagan makes the catch. Battling the sun, battling the wind, makes the catch for 2 outs.
Great job, Colin. Great job, Colin, and up 9.
So, first game, Triton Lady Vikes beat Amesbury 2-0 in Amesbury, which was a huge win. Hadn't beaten Amesbury in a few years. And there's another pop-up. Somebody's got to take charge of this one. Oh, that's going to be another run off of Ava's glove. Some miscommunication there. Lady Vikes got to start communicating better. It couldn't have been hit in the worst spot, right in between the shortstop, second baseman, and center fielder, but somebody's got to make that catch. So there's 2 unearned runs here in the top of the first. Yeah, so this is a non-league game because we're playing Amesbury the second time around. They are in the Baker division of the Cal, so regardless of the outcome of this game, it will not have an impact on the Kinney division, which, or actually any of the Cal games because it's a non-league game. Emma puts a nice one right in the hands, tough one to hit. So, again, 2-0 Amesbury here on 2 unearned runs. One thing about Triton Lady Vikes, they will battle to the last out.
Nice job, Em, nice job.
And that's it. With the strikeout by Emma, but Amesbury gets on the board with 2 unearned runs. We've seen this before. A couple games early in the season. Triton went down early, 3 or 4 to nothing, simply on mistake. So hopefully they get that out of their system, but they're going to have to get their bats going today because Izzy, tremendous pitcher for Amesbury. Great velocity, great control. Amesbury has 3 losses on the season. 1 is to the Lady Vikes, and they have 2 losses to Peabody. But they are always a very difficult team to play against. Great coaching, great farm system, and they battle. Yep, go. So leading off for Triton will be Grace Romine, third baseman. Grace having a great season. She's got 2 home runs on the season, some triples, some doubles. And again, she's going up against Izzy Lavassier. Last year was Liv DeLong who dominated. And Izzy played third base last year for Amesbury, I believe. And there's a line, that's going to be problems. That's deep, deep, deep. And that's going to be over the head. And Grace going to walk in with a stand-up double right off the bat. I think that wind helped. That kept pushing the ball out. The right fielder kind of lost it. And that gets in there for a leadoff double. Just how you want to come back after that first inning. Runner on second, bringing up Izzy Aldani. Izzy's got 2 home runs on the season. She's got an inside the park, and she also hit a home run here early in the season. So she's got two home runs. Last game against Amesbury, Izzy had all her pitches working. Vikes didn't have too many hits, but they got the runs on small ball. Izzy tried to hold up on that one a little high. 1-1. On deck we have Kyla Story. 1-1 the count. Yeah, just a tad. 2-1 to count here. Izzy having a solid year. A lot of runs. Oh, tough pitch. That rode inside. 2-2 to count. 2-2. Vikes have battled all year with 2 strikes. A lot of 2-strike hits the team has. And there's a pop-up. And that's going to be... Oh, she drops it. And another error by Amesbury. Left fielder drops that ball. That seemed to be in her glove. I don't know if it's the wind or what's happening, but those are two catchable balls, but we'll take it for the Triton Lady Vikes. Now we have runners at second and third. For Kyla Story, who's been one of the hottest hitters in the Cal. Kai goes right after a fastball. A little high on the pitch, but something she can handle. So base hit here would be big. Could bring in 2 runs to tie up the game. And there's a drive. Let's see what's happening on that one. Can't really see that, but and the center field makes that. And there's third. Great base run by Izzy and Grace. Grace tags up to get the run. That sacrifice fly for Kyla Story. Izzy takes third on the throw on a close play, and that brings up Skylar Colburn, who's had a solid year. She's got a home run in the season, a couple doubles and triples. And she's played every inning behind the plate. Last year, Haley was catching with Skylar, but Haley has a knee issue, so she has not been able to catch. She's been playing first base. And there's a base hit down the line. That's going to be extra bases for Skylar. Should be a walk-in double easily. There it is. That was ripped down the third base line. So Skylar goes into second with a rip double down the line. We got a pinch runner going in, Andrea Boyle, who's tremendous speed on second base, and that brings up Haley Harris. Haley hit the ball hard against North Red in 3 shots, 1 for base hit, 2 right at the batter, so her bat is swinging well now too. Anything that's on the ground in the outfield will score Andrea with her speed. So it's 2-2. 1 out. Haley coming to the plate. Waiting for the umpire. So we have again, coaches have an Andrea Boyle run for Skylar on second after the double. So Haley's up. There's a foul back. Straight back. She's right on that one. Straight back. So one strike on the count. Haley holds back on that. 1-1. Kyla, Skyla, Haley, all good fastball hitters. See a lot from their tournament play in the summer. Takes one down the middle. I'm not sure what the reason was on that one, but now she's behind the count, 1-2. She's got to protect here. And she goes down swinging. That brings up Emma. Emma can help herself here by base hit to bring in a run. Emma's had a great season at the plate as well, too. She's got a home run in the season. Two outs. Runner on second. Andrea will be going on anything that's hit. One and one the count. That ball seemed to drop on that pitch. On deck we have Mallory Johnson. And she goes down swinging some high heat there. But Lady Vikes answer and come back to tie up the game 2-2. All right, here we go. We are going into the top of the second here, knotted up 2-2. Unfortunately, I don't have Amesbury's lineup in front of me, so I can't tell you who's at bat. But this should be, I think, the 6th hitter. A nice pitch by Emma. Ball kind of dropped the last as it came over the plate. Gets ahead with the first strike. Emma goes right after with another pitch. Looks like on this particular batter, if Emma just keeps the ball sort of up in the zone with her speed, she should be able to get the out. And there it is. She goes down swinging for the first out. So we got 1 out. What number batter? Try to get the number of the batter for Amesbury. There's a strike. Nice pitch by Emma. That rode in on the hands. Two-hitter? So this is a two-hitter. Number 2. No, okay. I was a little trying to get the number of the bat in order. Okay, that was 8. That's yep. So now we're going to the 9th. 2 quick strikeouts for Emma. This is what you want after getting back and tying the game up. So again, this is the 9-hitter, 2 outs, nobody on. Nice pitch, Emma. Up in the zone, tough one to catch up to. 1-1 the count. And that one's fouled off the mask, I believe, off of Skylar's face mask or. One ball, 2 strikes. Here we go. Top of the second. And there it is. Emma. Great placement of that pitch. Up and away. Good velocity for the strikeout. There. All right, here we go. Bottom of the second, 2-2. And we've got Mallory Johnson leading off. Mallory wasn't sure about that one, kind of a half swing, but it was a strike anyway, so 0-1 to count. Mal's bat's come alive the last few games. Bless you. And there's a pop-up. That could be trouble. That's spinning out, could be out. And couldn't quite get that one. There is a lot of wind up top. You can see the flag blowing and a lot of spin on those pop-ups behind the plate, so never easy for a catcher. But 0-2 the count. Looks like she had a little bit of a change-up on that one, down inside. 1-2 the count. Oh, and that's a strike 3. Ball came across the inside of the plate. Just nicked the plate for strike 3. Great pitch for the first out. And that brings up Reagan Haley with Ava Johnson on deck. Another strike. Izzy's pitch seems to be, looks like it's come over the middle of the plate and then it's just tailing inside into batters. Another one. Reagan takes a cut, 0-2. Oh, 2 the count. Reagan's got to protect here best she can. And that one sounded like it was off her hands. I don't know. Foul ball, though. So, again, still 0-2. Foul ball there. Got to protect. Got to find a way to get something on the bat, on the ball. And there's a ground ball. Reagan out in front. I think that was a changeup. So 0-2. Imagine Izzy's going to come back with some velocity fastball on this next pitch. And there it is, a fastball. Reagan fights it off the end of the bat. Amesbury coming off an unbelievable season last year, undefeated, winning everything. State champions. And there's a swing and miss for strike 3 for the second out. Tough position on that high and outside part of the plate. That brings up Ava. So again, bottom of second, 2 outs. Ava's, as a freshman, has had a great season. Playing great defense and some timely hits. Holds up on ball 1. Ava plays tournament ball in the summer, so has a lot of experience that she brings as a freshman. And there's a tough pitch. Another, looked like it might have been a changeup. Izzy getting ahead of the batters early. 1-1. 1-2. There's that inside fastball again. Vikes have got to get out in front of that, try to pull that into left field. And he goes down swinging on a low fastball for the third out. So after the first inning with a couple errors, we're back to second inning. Both pitchers showing their stuff. Here we go. Welcome back. Here we are. Top of the third. And this should be the leadoff hitter for Amesbury. I'm going to ask Brian Story over there who's leading off for Amesbury. All right, there we go. We got Callie leading off. A lot of speed. And there's a ground ball. Oh. That's one that Kai would like to have. Tried to backhand that one. Got to play some D. That's probably the third error of the game, so we can't get the leadoff runner on. Can make for a long inning. All right, so we get the number 2 hitter here. There's a bunt. Emma grabs it, fires to Ava. They should have her here. Double play! Amesbury pushing the envelope, trying to stretch that get the runner to third. Ava guns her over to Grace for the tag. Double play. Great play by Emma. Fire to Ava. Ava over to Grace. Play was close. Grace came down with the tag, slapped it on. 2 outs. And there's a pop-up. That's going back. It looks like it's off the wall. So that's a double. And that double play right there just saved the run. So Izzy with a long double. I believe that hit the fence. I couldn't see from my angle. Anyway, she's on second. Brings up the 4 hitter. This is the catcher for Amesbury. There's a pop-up. Got to check the count here. What's the count, Blue? 1-1? Not sure how many strikes she has on. And that's 2 strikes there. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. So 1-2 the count. Got to get this out here. Ooh. Tempting. 2-2 the count.
Thank you.
Says the moderator.
Thank you, Tim, for paying attention to
2-2.
80 things.
Foul back. Two and 2 the count. 2 outs. Top of the third here. Izzy Lavassi with a double. And again, Vikes got out, saved the run by the double play. And there's a pop-up. Who's going to make the play on it? Haley's under it. She makes the play for the 3rd out. Foul ball, a lot of spin, and there we go. So they leave a runner on second after the double. Okay, we're back here. Wind's picking up. Strong wind blowing out. One of those type of days where if a hitter can get a hold of it, get it up in the air, wind's going to help push it out. So we're going to the top of the order here in the 3rd. Grace Romine leading off. The approach that the Lady Vikes should take against Izzy is really get aggressive right off on that first pitch. If it looks like a strike, pick a zone and go for it, because what she's doing is getting ahead in the count, and then the Vikes take a second pitch, they watch it go down the middle, and now you're in the hole 0-2. So got to get aggressive at the plate. All right, so the senior Grace Romine leading off. Had a double first inning. It was a close call whether it was a hit or a double. Hit into right field, and the sun is brutal in right field this time of day here at Triton. So right fielder couldn't get her glove on the ball, so it's definitely a double. And there's a pop up, and that should be out of play, and lives for another day. Two strikes on the batter. So Grace has got to protect here, find a way to get something on the... And she goes down. Looked like Izzy reared back and put a little extra velocity on that pitch. So that brings up Izzy. And that's a pop-up, and that could have a... Ooh! That's a 2-for-1 on that. Off the Jeep out into the white Kia. So
Jeep has a new dent.
one of those days where there's not a lot of parking, so that's outside 1-for-1. 1-on-1 to count. We'll just check what Izzy did on her first time at bat.
She hit a E7.
Okay, that's right. She hit one into the left fielder who dropped it. So 2-1 to count. Looking for her pitch. And that's low too. Izzy looking for something she can drive. 3-1. So Izzy's gonna probably put one. And there's a ground ball. Oh, nice play by the third baseman. That's a good play. So there's 2 outs now. Izzy hit that sharply right at the third baseman who made a nice play and a tough bounce, fired over to first for the out. So we got 2 out. This brings up Kyla. Kyla had a sacrifice fly her first time at bat, bringing in the first run. And there's a drive. That could go. That could go. And that's out of here. There it is. There it is! Kyle with their first home run on the season. Breaks the tie. And just like that, Triton grabs the lead 3-2. Touch them all. That was a line shot. That was out by a good 15 feet or more. So with the big hit, that brings up Skyla, who had the double down the line in the first inning. So again, 2 outs. So I'm going to try to keep the pressure on here. There's a pop-up. And Mike Coburn's under that. Oh, Mike can't quite get it. Mike didn't lay out for that one, but anyways, 2 strikes on the batter for Sky. Nice hold on that. That's just out of the zone for a ball. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. And there's a line shot, base hit in the left. And she's in with second. Gutsy base running right there. If the Amesbury girl dropped the ball, if she has it, she's probably out, but she is safe. And we got Andrea Boyle again running. So this is a repeat of the situation in the first inning. 2 outs. Haley comes up. 3-2, Triton on Kyla's blast. 2 outs, brings up Haley Harris. Haley has power to all fields. She's due. And there's a foul ball, straight back. One strike on the batter. Andrea Boyle at second, running for Skylar, who's 2 for 2. Haley at the plate. And there's a drive. That could go. That's it. Going. And that's going to be that's a long single, but that's going to bring in Andrea. Just missed it to go out. It's a long single that brings in Andrea Boyle. And now it's 4-2. Vikes doing some 2-out damage. Emma Penniman up, trying to help herself some more. Two outs. Haley at first. There's a swing and a strike. Haley's been hampered by a knee injury. Had an MRI on Saturday. We'll find out tomorrow. Could be a torn meniscus in there. She can play, but definitely impacts her speed, and she can't catch behind the plate. There's a drive. 2 outs that could go. It's going, and the right fielder makes a catch. But the Vikes strike for 2 runs, 4-2, going into top of the 4th. We're live. So unfortunately, it's just me today because don't have any other color commentators here. So I got my man Bob next to me, who can't quite hear, but he'll put in a few insightful thoughts now and then. All right, top of the 4th, 4-2 Vikes. And this is what Emma needs right now. She can rear back and throw strikes. It's really the errors that hurt Triton in terms of the runs that they're giving up. Extra batters, unearned runs. You just can't do that. If you want to be going deep in the state, you got to play clean defense. Good waste pitch there by Emma. 1-2 the count. And there's a pop-up. A lot of wind there. Kai struggling. And that's a tough one. And Ava's right there to back her up. Tough play there.
That wind is brutal today.
It is. The ball gets up there and it's just moving around. It's a play that Kyla can make, though. We've seen her make those actually much more difficult plays. So I know her dad would say she's got to make that play. And there's the runner, and that's going to be, throw is low. I think Kai was trying to make a tag at the same time. because it was very, very close. But either way, Amesbury runners in there with a stolen base.
Watch the runner, girls.
You know, as a fielder today, you almost have to play back further and come in on the ball.
That's
you
a good
gotta
point,
expect
yeah.
that the ball is going to be going out.
Exactly. Looks like Reagan's playing deeper than she normally does in left, but that's a good point in the infield, especially shortstop. And there's going to be a rip, but that's foul. Yeah, Bob made a good point. With this wind, it's going to push everything deeper. Always easier to come in on the ball than go back, as we all know. So 2-1 the count, no outs. 3-1 now. Once you grab the lead, you're always looking to try to get a clean inning, but right now, runner on second and 3-1 count. Ooh, and that's going to be ball 4. And that just slipped out of Emma's hand.
I don't know that I've seen that before.
I don't think any of us have seen something like that. That may be a first. So,
It's a special pitch. It's a moon ball.
yes. Could have been about another 40 feet longer, though. All right, so now we got 2 on, and there this shows the bunt, and that's a foul back. Great opportunity for Amesbury here. No outs. First and second. So leadoff batter gets on with an error and then the walk. Shows bunt again, and that's a strike. And that's how you take the bunt off. Throw tough strike where the batter can't get to it. 0-2, so doubt should be bunting here. And she's swinging away. Ooh, nice pitch. Just missed.
It's a nice idea, making her chase.
1-2 the count. And that ball just a little low.
I think the ump likes the upper strikes.
Seems to be. Every ump's a little different that we've seen. Some just looking for consistency, and he seems to be consistent on that. Oof. Well, just a little high in his eyes, not in my eyes. I thought that was right there, but 3-2 the count. And she gets it. Emma battles back. Puts the ball in a great spot, tough to hit for 1 out. And this brings up checking the number and the batter on this. We got the batter 8, runners on first and second. So if you're going to have 2 runners on, it's always better to have them when you're working towards the deeper part of the lineup. Get away for some of the power, but 0-1 the count, 4-2 is the score. Going, fire, and got her!
Yes! No way, she's out! No way!
Ump called her safe.
Wow! Wow. A lot going on in that play. Looked like the runner was out. Grace had that, but the batter was out of the box, which should be interference on the batter. As a batter, you need to stay in the box if there's a throw down to third. The batter gets out. That would be interference. 2 strikes now. So now you got 2-2 the count. 1 out. But a base hit can score the tie the game. And that's a foul ball.
Oof. That one's got a smart for the ump.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark. I may have to rub some dirt on that one. 2-2 the count. Strikeout would be huge here. And there's a foul ball punched down the line. Batter was late on that. Haley guarding the line, so that was fair. It was going to be an easy out. Runner really can't go anywhere on third on something like that. But 2-2 the count. See what Emma does here.
Ooh, nice idea.
That was a great pitch. Not sure where that was. Umpire said that was a bit outside. I'm not sure. We've seen those pitches being called strike all day today. 3-2 the count now. And there it is! Emma shows some toughness. Puts one a little low, but definitely a strike for the second out. So 2 outs, 4-2 the score. And there's a strike, gets her ahead of the count, 0-1 the count. This is the 9th batter for Amesbury. So Emma's going to do everything she can to get this batter out. Doesn't want to face the top of the order. 2 outs. And there's strike 2. A lot of options for Emma now. What does she want to do?
She come right at her. She hasn't caught up to one yet.
And that is some insightful observations right there. Does she do that? Oh, yeah! Right down the middle! That's a huge strikeout. 2 runners left on base. Triton Vikes stay on top, 4-2. No damage done. And we're back. Bob Lathrop here with me, and he's going to add some commentary. Would be good one of these days to actually have a player mic'd up during a game. We could think about something like that.
It would. Or one of the baseball players, the baseball guys.
Yeah, that would be
the game.
That would be fantastic.
Izzy Oldoni has commentated for the boys' baseball games.
That's right. She did the North Reading game just the other day.
Yep.
And speaking of that, the boys' baseball team's doing very well too.
They are.
So it's great to see Triton softball and Triton baseball doing well. And there's a line drive for Mallory up the middle. Great piece of hitting right there. And that's how you start the inning off, with a solid single Mallory. Line drive.
You know, Ava Johnson's brother, Andrew, plays for the baseball team.
Yes.
He could come over and commentate.
That would be
sometime.
great to have Andrew comment on his sister.
Andrew, if you're listening, you should pick up a mic.
And get some commentary from the parents, and that Andrew probably wouldn't. But there we go. That's great. Reagan Haley up. Reagan struck out the first time. In the deeper part of the Triton lineup right now. And there's a line drive. Go. Oh, and the center field tracks it down. Good piece of hitting by Reagan. That ball traveled well. Center field made a nice play on that for the first out. Big week for Triton. Wednesday, we have senior night.
Who are they playing?
We're playing Linfield, so it's gonna be a great day. Weather's looking good this week. No rain in the forecast. And then we have, believe it's Thursday, travel to Rockport, which is always one of those games where like, we gotta go to Rockport, an hour and 15 minutes away or whatever it is. And then we'll continue in a second here. And there's Ava pulls one just foul.
She's in front of it.
Second time the Lady Vikes have seen Izzy in a week, so, and they've seen some really top pitching lately, so they're on the fastball.
She changed the speed.
Change
that
up
time.
on that one. Yeah, Ava got out in front for the second out. But that brings us to the top of the order. This is what you want to do, though. Just keep the line moving. So here we are in the bottom of the fourth and top of our order again. Grace is up for the third time. And there's a base hit, and that's a line drive base hit. So Grace stays hot with a solid single. First and second, that brings up Izzy.
See if we can get another 2-out rally going.
It's been one of the traits of the Lady Vikes this year, a lot of 2-out runs. And as we all know, 2-out hitting, 2-strike hitting, if you want to be successful, you got to do that. And that has been the case for the Vikings this year.
Sign of a good team.
That's just low. Izzy immediately gets ahead of the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Vikes threatening here. And 3-0. At this point, I think you take 2 pitches. Would you?
Yeah, good job laying off those rise balls,
Yeah,
too.
make her throw a strike right here. You get
That's why they give you 3.
the hottest hitter coming up in Kyla. And that's ball 4. Good job, good discipline by Izzy to take the 4-pitch walk. Not swing at some pitches that were just off the plate. And this is what you want.
Homered last time.
Kyla Story very hot right now. This is what you want. Your top hitter, bases loaded, 2 outs. And there's a line drive into right field, and that's going to score 2 runs. Kyla Story having a day. 2-run single. 6-2 the score now. And that brings up Skylar, who's got 2 hits as well. Great piece of hitting right there. Pitch was just a bit outside. Kyler just ripped it into right field for a 2-run single. Izzy did a good job there, taking a bigger lead than normal off third. So instead of going down to second, they go to third, but she's safe and Kai's in at second. 2 runners on for Skyla. And there's a drive going deep. And it's gone!
Wow.
And it's gone! Skylar Colburn with a 3-run bomb! Three-run bomb into left field. 9-2 the score. Triton pouring it on. Great piece of hitting right there. Kyla's second home run of the year. Coach Noy's telling Haley to focus on one spot. Any thoughts on that last at bat, Bob?
You know, the catcher gets to see a lot of pitches all day. Knows where the ump is looking for the ball, and can be really patient.
And that was a great hit. She just drove that one.
I was surprised she got that one because as high as it was.
High pitch right there for a strike. So Haley's up, 9-2 the score. Fouls one. Haley likes the low pitches. That was right there in her zone, just a little low. 2 strikes on her. Now she's got to battle. She's got to protect here.
This strike zone doesn't work well for Haley. He likes it up, she likes it down.
Yeah. So 0-2 the count. Got to protect here somehow. Oof. Fights that one off.
Haley's due.
Yeah, she had the home run first game against Pentucket, but no home run since. But we know it can come. 2 strikes. And there's a chopper. And good play by the shortstop. So Vikes go out 9-2. Taking control of this game. This is
They're
where we can
open.
do it. All right, we're going into the top of the 5th here. Vikes take control 9-2. We just want to make kind of an update. We have a big fundraising event coming in June 22nd. I play in a band. It's called Revel Up. We play a multitude of genres: classic rock, new rock, old rock, and we're beginning playing at Uncle Eddie's in Salisbury. Tickets are $20. And there's a ground ball for a base hit by the leadoff batter for Amesbury. So, yes, that's going to be at Uncle Eddie's in Salisbury on the beach. It's going to be a great night. Good way to end the whole softball season. Our banquet is going to be on Tuesday the 21st. The concert is going to be on the 22nd. Ticket sales have been brisk. I think we got over 40 tickets sold so far. And the maximum is 200 people for the at Uncle Eddie's. So,
Having seen the group, Tim, I got to congratulate you. It's a good sounding group.
well, thank you.
A lot of fun to sing with, a lot of dancing.
I
People seem to enjoy it.
Appreciate that, especially coming from Bob, who's a tremendous musician himself, singing, playing guitar, and he's had his band that I've seen play. So. It is kind of a good way to almost, I don't want to say kick off the summer, but June 22nd, it doesn't get dark till late, so Uncle Eddie's is right on the beach, literally on the beach.
Can't beat the location.
Not exactly like the most modern type of a bar, but they have been very generous to let us have the event there. The bar will be open for adults. This is an adult event. And they have a stage, sound system, so it just should be a really fun night.
People shouldn't miss it. It's a great cause. I've noticed we have a new windscreen on the fence. Is that
Yes.
an endeavor?
Well, that was one of our goals to get that this year. There's a pop-up. Reagan coming hard. And makes a great catch for the first out. Especially with that wind up there, that's a great catch coming in, trying to.
She had to go a long way for it.
But to your point earlier, always better to come in than go back. She's playing a little deeper because the ball is traveling.
So the boosters have done a lot of upgrades to the field this year.
The big one was the scoreboard that you see in left center. That was our first goal because really wanted to make it an enjoyable experience for people to know how many outs and the score and all that. So with some fundraising and some donations, we're able to get that. The school is behind us and helping us to get the windscreen. We wanted to add the windscreen, not just for looks, but also for safety. It adds depth. Outfielders looks a little easier to go back, not looking at a chain link fence. Also the topper, the white topper, color coordinated, and of course Triton softball in center field. So we appreciate the help that the school's done for us, but I think they've seen that we put a lot of time and effort into improving the whole facilities for the girls. Dugouts painted, and there's a pop-up that's going to be spinning. Oh, another. Once again, those are the tough ones for the catchers. That ball is spinning with a lot of wind. But
I think that windscreen on the back also helps the batter to see the ball come out.
That's a good point too. That's a great point. White ball against the blue, definitely visibility. We also got there's a new fence for the JV field, which has the field itself has had a lot of improvements in terms of the infield and really making a more positive experience for the JV players with the fence and the field. And there's a foul ball, and I can't quite make a play on that one. But Mike Colburn's computer almost made a play on that one, unfortunately. So 2-2 the count, 2 outs. That last out was made by Ava on a tough pop-up. She was under. And there's a drive. That could be trouble. That could be out. And Reagan positioned perfectly to make the catch on a line drive. It's like she's got a magnet in her glove. Always in the right spot. And we're live. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Emma, other than the 2 runs off of unearned runs, has pitched super strong.
Emma anticipating the fastball there. She's a little in front of it.
Two and one to count.
Oof.
Good hold on that one. That one rode inside a little bit more than the other pitches. 3-1.
Tough spot.
There's a pop up, and that's got. Oh, just misses the truck. And Emma gets to lead off walk, which is what we want. Good way to start the inning.
Coach putting in a pinch runner.
Yep, Alex McManus. So that brings up Mallory, who had the line shot single the center field the last time at bat.
It's been one of those games that all of the Vikings have contributed something to the offense, you know? Seems like everybody's hitting, everybody's running.
Everybody's made it, yeah, everybody's hitting, making plays.
Yeah.
Which has really been the key for the season, for the success is everybody makes plays. But if you wanna go deep, as you know, in these tournaments, the state tournament, you can't just have 3 or 4 players. You got to have really a full team to.
Got to get something out of 1 through 9.
Mallory not chasing, looking for a pitch.
They're doing a nice job laying off the inside pitches.
Yeah,
you know,
those
look
are
center and outside.
Those inside pitches are very tough to. 3-1, that's in the dirt. It's just too easy to pull the ball foul, and I mean, if you got 2 strikes on it, you'll probably take a cut at it to protect. But and there's ball 4.
We'll take it.
And this is how the big innings start. 2 straight walks, bringing up Reagan, who hit the ball hard last time at bat. No outs here. And there's a ground ball to short, and she bobbles it. She's got to be safe.
It's like that one popped up and hit her in the gut.
Yeah.
She's feeling it.
So with that play, that's going to blow up the bases for the freshman, Ava Johnson. Maybe Ava can turn on one. And there's
Puts
a
it in
pop-up.
play.
That should be an infield fly, batter's out. So Alex took hard off the bag, assuming that, I'm not sure what she was doing.
I don't think she knew what she was doing.
The last thing you want to do is get doubled up on an infield pop-up and the batter's automatically out.
It's tough when you come into a game off the bench to,
Yes. And
to get into the flow of things.
that's the thing about softball, baseball. There's so many aspects of the game, and if you're not in the game, you really got to pay attention just to keep your mind into the game. Tough pitch that rode inside. So Grace has got 2 strikes on her. Only got 1 out though. And Grace pulls that one foul. It's knowing the situation, that every pitch, how many outs, what, knowing what you're going to do. If that ball's hit to a certain spot or caught. Grace trying to battle back here.
You know, some coaches bark those decisions to their players. I've noticed that our coach expects our players to know the situation.
It's really at this level. And there's a drive. That's wind's taking as they're going back. And there's a grand slam!
Wow.
Grace got that one up in the air and just pushed it out of here. Grace Romine having a day, the grand slam. Vikings pouring it on Amesbury. And they're going to make a pitching change here. 13-2.
We don't usually see this kind of a game against Amesbury.
This is, frankly, unexpected. I mean, you know.
Maybe the new fields brought some juju for the
I think
Triton
it
Vikings.
has. I think it has. I mean, the thing is, we know Amesbury is a quality team. They've pretty much beaten everybody in the Cal other than us. And now they're down 13-2. So I think at this point, the coach is going to make the change. So with that, let's just take a quick break, and we'll be back. Okay, here we go, folks. 13-2. One more run and, for the Vikes, and the game's over. And there's a base hit for Izzy. Because once you're up by 12 after 5 innings, game's over. So we got one out, and Kyla coming up.
Is that 12-run rule after the visiting team bats?
Yes, which they've had. So this is the 5th inning. So with that, Izzy moves over to 3rd. New pitcher for Amesbury. This is Alex Donald. There's a ground ball. Oh, and there's a bobble in. Everybody's safe. So that brings up Skylar Colburn here with one out.
Some uncharacteristic mistakes for Amesbury.
Yeah. Base hit here could end the game. The ball. Again, 13-2, one out, one ball. One of the hottest hitters in the lineup. And there's a ground ball foul. 1-1. Girls have to make some adjustments here because the velocities come down with the new pitcher. One on one the count. Outside 2-1. First and second. It's probably one of those right now. If you're Amesbury, you just want to try to make some plays, and that's going to be foul ball. Just foul.
Foul. Triton batters have to make a little adjustment with a different speed.
Right after seeing, it's almost like seeing continuous change-ups after seeing Izzy. So 2-2 the count here. Misses high with 3-2. And that runs inside. Ball 4. So that brings up Haley with the bases loaded. Just got to be put it in play. And you're going to go run for Sky here. All Haley's looking to do here, put it in the outfield. Takes a ball. A hit or a walk basically ends the game. So out in front of that one, like you said, it's almost like you got to kind of hold yourself back a little bit.
How does that brace affect Haley pushing off her back
leg? A little
leg?
bit on her back foot. It does affect a little bit. Takes a ball, 2-1.
She doesn't look hesitant with it on, though. She doesn't look like she's favoring it or
she's
anything.
got, it's really more the deep bend catching where it affects. Rip foul. On deck we have Emma. 2-2 the count. Misses wide, 3-2. Haley, disciplined batter, walks a lot, won't swing at bad pitches, no matter the situation. But here it is, 3-2, got to protect. And that's ball 4.
Is that the game?
And with that, that is the game. Again, being disciplined to get that extra run. Thank you, sir. 14-2 the final here, Bob. Any thoughts?
Just an unusual game to see Amesbury give up that many runs.
Well, it was the ball was definitely moving well.
It was, yeah. Anytime you got the ball up in the air, it was a bit of
had
a
a chance of
game.
going out. Yeah, definitely had. Yeah, that was one of those days where the wind was just impacting both pitchers in one way, because they had to know that if somebody gets it up in the air, it's going to go. And then the other thing is
definitely the defense.
The defense too.
Yeah.
Tougher plays to make, but.
Well, Tim, thanks for letting me join you on
lineup.
the call here.
Yeah, it was great, Bob. We'll be doing it again. Again, Wednesday's the next game against Linfield for senior night or senior afternoon, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully you guys can make it. That's a 4 o'clock start, so we'll see you then.